Shanti. We just heard a very lovely song being played now. The wordings of this song were, God has made me belong to Him and given me so much happiness that it cannot be measured. All the water of the seas, all the stars of the sky cannot be counted, just as that cannot be measured. God's love is beyond all measures. How fortunate we are that we have belonged to God and God has belonged to us. So very lovely words of this song we heard. And that is what all of us are experiencing, that God has made us belong to Him and made our fortune. He has given us so much love, so much sustenance, that nothing of this world could be used for measuring it. How unlimited all of it is. And that's what we are experiencing, and today we will experience it more when we will meet beloved Avyakt Bap Dada. God comes to meet His children, to bless His children, to shower all the love, happiness, joy upon His children. Baba says, whatever I have, I give everything to you. I don't keep anything with me. All that I have is only for you. This is the beautiful way of showering love upon His children. But then, how much do we really experience all that? Baba says, I come and teach you. I come and give you power. I come and give you a new life. But then how much do we children experience all this practically? Baba tells us so many things, but really do we experience it too? Or is it that, yes, Baba, it is true, but then I don't have that experience? Do we say that sometimes? Or do we say, yes, Baba, whatever you say, we experience it completely? What will you say? Those who say, yes, Baba, you give us, but we are not experiencing it that much. Could you raise your hand? Acha, there are some. Okay. And those who say, yes, Baba, whatever you give to us, we are experiencing it fully. Raise your hand. Huh? Or is it sometimes fully, sometimes not? Baba says you have to remove this word sometimes from your dictionary. You have to remove this word, the word but, from your dictionary. Because but and sometimes, they really go together. We experience but, or we experience it only sometimes. So if there is any obstruction, any type of hindrance, any obstacle, if the experience is not continuous, not constant, then definitely there is danger. It's just like the breathing of the lungs should be regular. The heartbeat should be regular. The blood circulation should be regular. So if it is regular, that means it is normal. But if the beats are irregular, everything is irregular, that means there is some danger. It could be very harmful. So we have to see to it that this experience has to be constant. And you may say, well, what can we do? There are so many pressures, so many things in our way. Sometimes we feel so empty. Sometimes we do feel very strong, very powerful. But sometimes we do feel as if we are empty. And then Daddy often tells us that if you feel that, come flying to Madhuban and experience it instantly. Though you may be in your places, in your countries, but mentally come to Madhuban immediately. And you will feel the strength immediately. Or call Madhuban to you immediately. Feel yourself to be in Madhuban, and instantly you will become full. See yourself in front of Baba, or see Baba in front of you, and immediately you will feel full. I remember once, a soul came in front of Baba. Baba used to meet individually at that time. And that soul sat in front of Baba, and Baba was giving him drishti. But then he had a question in his mind. He said, Baba, I feel it very hard to remember you. It's so difficult to remember you, he told Baba. And Baba smiled and gave him a powerful drishti, such a powerful drishti, which he took. Yes, it was a very powerful feeling at that time when Baba was giving him drishti and he was taking the drishti. And after some time, Baba asked him, could you remember Baba now? He said, yes, Baba, it was wonderful. I felt so powerful. And then Baba asked, how could you do it now? How was it possible for you to do it now? And he said, Baba, you were in front of me. You were in front of me, therefore it was so easy. And Baba said, child, if you always think that Baba is in front of you, if you always think in this way, that Baba is in front of you, you are in front of Baba. And then immediately you will feel the strength. So it's not difficult at all. Just see Baba in front of you at that moment. Or if you see Baba in front of you all the time, then everything will be so easy. It becomes difficult when you feel yourself to be alone. When somebody is alone, then that loneliness or maybe that seclusion, the feeling of just being separate from everything, can make us feel so sad or feel so, something not giving me a good experience. But then if I am with someone or I am in good company, I feel very comfortable. But which is the best company? Human company may not be possible all the time. Nowadays people don't like human company, they would prefer company of animals, cats and dogs. They prefer that company more than the company of human beings. But then, even if somebody is in that company, they have to always keep on giving and serving. Animals, they only have to be served all the time. You have to give them food, you have to give them this. How much can they really work for you or help you? Unless you have a horse or you have someone the animal who will really do something for you. But cats and dogs, well, a dog can help you, protect you, but then you have to feed him so much. But then God doesn't ask anything. Baba is such a wonderful friend, wonderful companion, that Baba only serves. He doesn't ask you for anything. You don't have to serve him. You don't have to do anything for him. He doesn't need anything. Baba is only a bestower. But then that consciousness has to be there all the time, that God's hand of protection is above me. Baba's hand is above me. Baba is in front of me. Baba is behind me. Baba is with me. As Dadi Janki often says, above me means the hand of protection is above me. In front of me means I have to follow Baba at every footstep. Behind me, then Baba is like my guard, guarding me also. Someone who's behind you is also guarding you. Someone above you is also guarding you. The one in front of you is guiding you. And the one with you on the sides is helping you move forward. So that help is there all the time. I'm not alone, and there could be no better companion, no better guide, no better guard, no better protector than God Himself. But then that feeling has to come all the time. And in order to experience it all the time, one has to have that awareness that Baba is giving me all the time. Sometimes the doubt comes, I don't know whether Baba is giving me or not. I don't know whether I'm really experiencing it or not. So any type of doubt can become a very big obstacle. So there should be no doubt whatsoever. That's why it is said, faith leads to victory. Where there is faith, victory is definite. It is certain. There can be no question whether it is there or not there. But then of course we know it is not blind faith. On the path of devotion there is blind faith. Even without knowing who God is, they do feel that protection because that faith is there, though it's blind faith, but it is there. And that helps them so much. So if blind faith can also give so much help, then faith with real understanding can give so much immense help. But then, where does the obstacle come? It comes in our own doubt. And why does the doubt come? It is our own ego. Sometimes we think, I can do everything myself. I don't want God's help. I don't need it. Then Baba will say, okay, take care of yourself. Take care, you do it yourself. And then all of a sudden when the help is needed, say, Baba, please help. That is why in bhakti there is a saying that People usually remember God only at the time of sorrow. If they would remember God even at the time of happiness, they would never experience sorrow. You know? Usually only at the time of sorrow we say, oh God, help me, oh God, give me strength, oh God, do this, oh God, do that. In bhakti, that's what we had been doing. But if in happiness too, that remembrance is continuous, then there will never be sorrow. Because that happiness is giving me the strength all the time. Through remembrance, that happiness is giving me the strength. Then where will the question of sorrow come? But then we forget, and then the sorrow comes, and then we try to remember, and then we try to become happy, and then again we forget, again we become unhappy, again we try to remember, again, all that again and again. Then the obstacles come, where my own ego interferes, where I am not able to become aware of my self-respect. I'm not able to become aware of Baba's help all the time. Baba says, you have to use me. So we are unable to use Baba because either my own ego or maybe I don't know how to use Baba. So Baba says, for this you need a lot of humility. A lot of balance between self-respect and humility. Not that I'm a beggar asking for Baba, but then I have a right over Baba. On the path of devotion, we ask like beggars, But then on the path of knowledge, we know it's our right. Whom else will Baba help if not to me? So this is also my self-respect. But then for that experience to be continuous, I have to be continuously in the company of Baba. And for that, Baba keeps reminding us again and again, children, you are now at the confluence age. It is only at this age when the father comes to meet his children. It's only in this age when the father gives all that he has to his children. It is only in this age when the children become pure once again and reach the original stage once again. Because only I am able to do that, Baba says. And therefore I have to have this consciousness all the time, that God has come to liberate me. God has come to salvage me. God has come to take me back home. And for that, He's adorning me, purifying me, teaching me, sustaining me, showering all His love upon me. So this continuous flow should be experienced every moment. And that is what we call as the real sustenance coming from Baba. Today, all of us will meet Bap Dada again. And in order to feel that sustenance coming to us every moment, we have to keep our doors and windows open. We have to be in that state of reception. Just like the sun rays keep giving, the sun keeps giving its rays. But if my windows and doors are closed, I can't experience those sun rays. The rose flower, a fragrant flower, keeps giving its fragrance. But if my nose is blocked, I can't experience that fragrance. Or if somebody is talking to me but my ears are shut or something, or is blocked, there is some problem, I can't hear even if somebody is speaking to me. So that blockage comes in the way. And what is that blockage? Doubting in the self, doubting in Baba's knowledge, doubting in the confluence period, doubting in what Baba is giving to us. And wherever the questions come in the form of doubt, then the obstacles come. And even if Baba is giving, we are not able to receive. So today, we will sit with complete open arms, open mind, open heart, open eyes, open ears, all open fully to receive Baba's powers completely. And today will be a very, very special day. It is Shiv Jayanti, which is the reminder of, or the birthday of Baba himself. And we say when Shiv Baba comes, Shiv Baba doesn't come alone. Shiv Baba comes with Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, with his whole Brahmin family. Yes, we all come down with Shiv Baba, haven't we? Sometimes Baba says that just as I have incarnated, you should also feel that we have incarnated, we have descended from the soul world. So it's not just the birthday of Shiv Baba, but it's the birthday of his children as well. It's hardly, any such incident when father and children are born on the same day. It's hardly, it may happen of some people, but it's very rare. And only one child maybe, but not all the children. But here Baba says the father and the children have the same birth date. Even if it is any other birth date, but then Baba always says, let Shivratri, Shiv Jayanti be your spiritual birthday. Because the father and the children take birth together. This is a beautiful consciousness which we can keep, and we will feel how the strength is flowing within me. Especially on Shivratri day, people on the path of bhakti do so much of penance to meet Shiva, to meet God. They keep a fast on that day. They remain awake whole night. They keep singing the praise of Shiva whole night. They don't go to sleep. And they don't eat the whole day. They keep a fast. But Baba says that actually all this has a spiritual meaning. Keeping a fast means making a promise. In Hindi, the word vrat means fast, and vrat also means promise. Both meanings of that word. So actually Baba says that you have to make a promise to Baba. And I was told that this evening, Mohini Behn of New York, she is going to read a promise. And all of you will follow that, whatever she reads. You all will repeat that in front of Baba. That's what Mirabin was telling me. Do you know about it? Do you know? No, you haven't been told? But that's what she told me. So you have to be ready for that. So we make a promise in front of Baba. On the path of bhakti, people, they just die alive, or they just kill themselves to Shiva. They just sacrifice themselves to Shiva. Baba talks about the Murlis of Kashi Karvat. Actually, there is a temple in Banaras, Varanasi. I just went to Varanasi. I was away there for 4-5 days, and I returned only now. I'm coming straight from Ahmedabad. Straight, morning I left, and straight I'm coming to the class to be in time for meeting y'all and then meeting Baba this evening. I was in Varanasi, and there they had kept a very big program in a big open ground. At least 20,000 people had gathered, and the topic of the program was one evening with Shiv Baba. Varanasi is a place where there's a huge temple of Shiva. It's called Vishwanath Temple. The Lord of the whole world is a Shiva temple. And it is a very, very famous temple, very huge temple. People from all over the world come to that temple. It's very close to the Ganges River in Varanasi. And close to that temple is another temple called Kashi Karvat, where in the earlier days, people used to sacrifice themselves to Shiva. How they would do it? There would be a shivling, an oval-shaped shivling at the bottom of a well, sort of a tank type it was made, which must be about some 30 feet deep, and a shivling there. And in the earlier days, the devotees of Shiva, they would just take a big sword and Shiva Kashi, Shiva Kashi, Shiva Kashi. Kashi is another name of Shiva. So Shiva, 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 and then they would just chop off their own head. Chop off their own head. Not that somebody else would chop off. If somebody else would, then it would be a murder. But then they would do it themselves, and the head would go and fall on the shivling, on the Shiva, that image, and the body would fall apart. That means they would sacrifice themselves to Shiva. But then after many years, the government stopped all that. Now you can go there. I also went, day before yesterday I went there. And you can watch it from above, that shivling, but it is closed. You can't, nobody can now, go near it. But you can just watch from above, and there are railings there. So you can't really do much. You can just watch it, that's all. But then Baba says that children, you have to surrender your life to Baba, your body, mind and wealth to Baba. Well, Baba will not take anything. Baba says you just surrender. That means consider it to belong to Baba. Baba will not take it. You keep it with you. But if you think that it belongs to Baba, then you will make the proper use of your body, mind and wealth. But people in bhakti, they don't know that. They just, they would just sacrifice their lives. Baba doesn't say that. Baba doesn't give us so much trouble. Baba says, just change yourself mentally. And that is like taking a new birth, a new life. So we make a promise to Baba, that's like taking a new life. And the second thing they usually do on Shivratri days, that they stay awake whole night. They don't sleep. Tonight, the devotees on the path of bhakti won't sleep. Whole night they'll stay awake and sing, in the praise of Shiva. Whole night. But Baba says, children, it's not staying awake physically, but it is staying awake spiritually. Staying awake spiritually means when the soul is so alert, so conscious, so cautious rather, that it does not allow any evils, any vices, any thieves to come. Because when somebody is awake, then no thieves can come. Thieves come only when the people at home are asleep. They come and steal. so that nobody comes to know. Usually when a thief enters a house, what does a thief do? It's very cautious. That a thief is very cautious. What he'll do, he will first of all cut all the electricity lines, the electric lines, so that the owner of that house cannot switch on light or, be able to see. So he makes the whole house dark. The connection with the powerhouse is cut off. And secondly, the thief knows where the money is kept. And he will go and steal the money. He will rob the place, in the place where the resource is, the wealth is. So Baba says, Maya is a very big thief. How it steals your wealth. The wealth of peace, love, happiness, bliss, it comes and steals. And it disconnects you from Baba. So when it disconnects the soul from Baba, automatically strength is finished. One feels very weak and one feels totally empty because connection is broken. The wealth is gone. So Baba says you have to remain alert all the time, awake all the time. And always keep in mind that Baba is with me. I cannot be sleeping in the slumber of carelessness or ignorance or ego or any type of vice. So staying awake all the time, being alert, cautious, all the time, this is the meaning of staying awake on Shivratri day. And Shiv Baba is there to fill our apron with all his blessings if we can stay awake spiritually, and if we can really make a promise, a pledge to Baba. Because that promise or pledge will give us so much strength that we'll be able to take in all the powers of Baba immediately. So on this day, Shivratri, we have to make this promise of staying awake, of being vigilant, of not allowing Maya to come, of not deceiving the self, of not giving away our wealth, spiritual wealth, so easily to Maya, and also remaining so alert and cautious that we are able to not just have all that with us, but also share with others, whereby we can increase all our spiritual wealth in this way. Especially on Shivratri day, the devotees, on the path of bhakti, they listen to a very interesting story. It's a story in bhakti of how people are liberated by Shiva. Because Shiva is considered to be the liberator, the redeemer, the salvager, the guide. So there is a story on it. The story is of a hunter and 7 deers. There's a story of 6 deers. But there's a story, the story goes that one day a hunter went hunting in a forest. And whole day he looked for a prey and a hunt, but he couldn't find any prey. And he was wandering, looking for a prey which he couldn't find ultimately. It became very dark. And he had not eaten the whole day. He was hungry too. He was very tired because he had wandered around in the whole jungle but didn't find any prey. So ultimately when he was wanting to go back home because it was getting dark, all of a sudden, out of the blue, a deer came. And he tried to shoot that deer because he was very hungry and he wanted something. So he tried to shoot that deer which appeared in front of him. But all of a sudden that deer began to speak. The deer told the hunter, "Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I have my family at home. They are waiting for me. If you kill me, they'll all become very unhappy. Please don't kill me. So the hunter said, how can I not kill you? It's a story, but it has got a very deep meaning. How can I not kill you? Whole day I have been looking for some prey, and I have not found any prey whole day, and I'm so hungry, therefore I will definitely kill you. But the deer said, please, have mercy on me. But I promise, this is a question of promises. The deer told the hunter, I promise you that if you leave me now, tomorrow morning, early in the morning, I will come back. And at least inform my family members at home, the other deers, my mother, my old mother, my father, my wife, my 2 children, that I will have to die. But I must first inform them, otherwise they will become very unhappy. But the hunter said, if I lose you now, how will I know that you'll surely come back? The deer said, I promise you, I will come back. But then he was already in a deep forest, so he couldn't go back home to return in the morning in the deep jungle again. So the hunter, he said, okay, I will stay here whole night and wait for you for tomorrow morning to return so that I may hunt you, kill you, and then use that as my food. Now what happened? He couldn't go back home, so he was in a forest. So what he did, he climbed a tree and sat on top of the tree. Now that tree was a very special tree. It was the tree of Bel Patra. Bel Patra is a leaf with 3 leaflets. It's a special leaf with 3 leaflets. And that leaf is used for worshipping Shiva. It's a special tree. Special leaves, 3 leaflets. And actually that tree was of Bel Patra leaves. So he sat on top of that tree whole night, and it was so cold that he was shivering. And because he was shivering, he couldn't even get sleep. He had not eaten whole day and therefore also no sleep. So whole night he was saying, shoo, 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 shoo. Actually it was like Shiva, 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 Shiva. So he was shivering. And because he couldn't get sleep, he didn't know what to do, how to pass his time. What he did, he just picked those leaves from the tree and he just threw them down, just to pass time. And he was shivering. So Shiva and 1 leaf he would drop down. He would say Shiva and 1 leaf and he would drop down. Now what happened, at the bottom of the tree there was a shivling. So when he threw that leaf down, of course he was not aware that there was a shivling at the bottom. So each leaf fell on the shivling. And he was saying Shiva, 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 Shiva. Of course unknowingly. He wasn't saying Shiva. He was saying shoo, 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 shoo. He was shivering. But it became Shiva, 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 Shiva. And it became like worship of Shiva. So Shiva was uttered from his mouth, and he was offering Bel Patra leaves to Shiva. He stayed awake whole night. He remained hungry whole day. And early in the morning, he was waiting for the deer to come back. Now that was one part of the story, the hunter's story, of staying awake and the Shiva, Shiva, Shiva and his worship of Shiva, indirectly. But then when the deer went home, he told his wife, his 2 children and his old mother and father that, see, tomorrow morning I must go back to the forest because I have promised a hunter that I will sacrifice myself. I will give myself up for you as prey for you, food for you. But then the old father said, oh son, how can you go like that? What will happen of all of us if you die? No, we don't want you to die. I will go instead of you. The old mother said, no, son, you don't go. Let the father also remain. I will go instead of you. His wife said, no, husband, you don't go. I will go instead of you. The son said, I will go. The daughter said, I will go. Ultimately, whole night they couldn't decide who will go. No, they couldn't decide. Because all were ready to sacrifice themselves. Just for, sake that one of the deers, the father, the son of the old deer, should remain alive. So, for the whole night, they couldn't decide. Ultimately, when it was early morning, all the deers decided to go. They said, if you have to die, then we all will die together. Otherwise, we will all live together. We don't want one to die. We die together or we live together. So all the 7 of them, or 6 of them, they went to the hunter to keep the promise which the deer had made. So when 6 deers appeared in front of the hunter, and all the deer said, kill me, kill me, kill me. A hunter said, I don't want all 6. Why should I kill all 6? I want only 1. And they said, if you want 1, we will not allow you. Either kill all of us or spare all of us. And that very moment, the hunter felt mercy on them. He said, okay, I spare all of you. I don't want all 6 animals. I want only 1. But if you all want to die together or live together, okay, I spare all of you. And then, as he said this, at that time they say that Shiva, appeared. A big glow appeared, light appeared from the shivling. And that light took all the 6 deers and the hunter to heaven. And they say on Shivratri day, in the sky there is a constellation like in a cluster of 7 stars, showing 1 hunter and the 6 deers, all in one line. The stars come together in one line on that day, in remembrance of the hunter and the deers. And those who are able to see those 7 stars on Shivratri day, they will get liberated. Shiva will liberate them. So people on Shivratri day, they watch in the sky for those 7 stars in one line. I don't know. I've never really been able to see, but sometimes it is possible to see. But that's the story. So Baba says that this story has such a deep meaning, and every Shivratri, people in Bhakti, they must listen to this story in temples or from some gurus or, from anywhere, or they read these stories of Shiva. Because Shiva is called the liberator, the guide, the redeemer, the salvager, and very easily pleased, the merciful father. So the stories of Shiva like this on the path of bhakti. So Baba says actually it has got such a deep meaning. It stands for staying awake whole night. It stands for keeping a fast. It stands for unity. It stands for mercy. It stands for forgiveness. It stands for love. It stands for so many virtues. This one small story of Shivratri. The hunter and the deers. That's the story. I was in Lotus House last night, and tomorrow is really Shivratri day. So outside Lotus House, in Ahmedabad, Lotus House, so they are making a beautiful tableau, beautiful pyramids, and lovely scenes they are making of the story of the hunter and the deers. When you go to Ahmedabad, I'm sure most of you will be leaving soon after Baba's program. You'll be able to see that. So it's interesting. I saw it last night. Anyway, but Shivratri is the day when Baba says, incarnate, I descend in this world, I meet my children, I liberate all my children, I take my children back home. So it's a day of descent and the day of ascend too. When God takes us back home. Shiva doesn't go alone, Shiva Baba takes all his children with him too. So, in remembrance of all that, of what Baba does at the confluence age, they show it in the form of stories and bhakti. So we are of course very, very fortunate indeed to have God with us directly, blessing His children, giving drishti to His children, giving toli to His children, giving all the love, affection and power to the children in the form of the murli. So how will we receive the murli? Whatever versions Baba speaks, we have to take them directly into us. At that time there should be no other thought whatsoever. Not even this thought whether Baba is giving me drishti or not. Whether Baba is speaking to me or not. I mean, it's no doubt at all. Even if somebody is at the end of the hall, in such a big hall where 20,000 people will be sitting this evening, and somebody may be at the end of the hall, even that soul should not feel that I'm so far away from Baba. Because Baba says, all my children are in my heart. All my children are in my eyes. Not just this gathering, but even those children who are far away in distance, even they are in front of me. Then what about those who are already physically in front of Baba? How can Baba not see them? So never should there be the thought whether Baba is watching me or not, giving drishti to me or not. But when Baba starts giving drishti, the consciousness should be that I am receiving the drishti. How will the souls meet the Supreme Soul? We souls are embodied now in the physical body. So God has to also come in a body. And these eyes become like the windows for the souls to meet God and for God to meet souls. So it's a meeting between the souls and the Supreme Soul through the drishti. Gulzar Dadi was given this beautiful blessing by Brahma Baba that your eyes will do lots of service during Sakar Baba's days. Baba used to bless her very much. And now we are seeing how Baba uses these eyes as the windows for the Supreme Soul to see the souls, to meet the souls. And Baba says, drishti, toli and blessing will be your birthright till the end. In yesterday's Murli also Baba said, Baba will continue to adorn the children, continue to give gyan to the children, continue to purify the children till the time is up for returning home. Till the children have become complete, Baba will continue to give. So when Baba said this in Sakar Murlis, so like Baba said yesterday, that Baba will continue to give gyan, will continue to purify the children, will continue to be with the children till the knowledge is complete, till the children have become perfect, and then Baba will take all the children back home. So when Baba used to speak about this in the Sakar Murlis, many children felt that Baba, Mama, all the children will be there together till the end, and all of us will leave like that and return to Paramdham. Baba will liberate all of us together. But then in 1965, when Mama left the body, it was a very big question. Baba said all will leave together. How Mama has left us beforehand? But then at that time nobody knew of one secret of the drama, And that secret was that an advanced party was being created. This was not known beforehand. Well, Baba used to say golden age will come, but how golden age will come? Baba would say, wait and watch, wait and watch. The secrets will be revealed. And when Mama left the body, Baba revealed the secret that advanced party will be created now. And the powerful souls will be going in that advanced party. They will be born in that advanced party and they have a different role to play. Because they are such powerful yogi souls, then only such powerful yogi souls can give birth to deity souls. Because they have to give birth to deity souls through yoga power. And from where will they accumulate the yoga power? They would have accumulated in the last birth at Sangam Yuga. So such powerful yogi souls are needed and they will go in the advanced party. So this was like a new secret opened by Baba of how the golden aged world will come. And then when Baba became Avyakt, nobody knew what will happen now. Because we felt, okay, Mama has started the advanced party. But we thought Baba will be with us till the end. And we'll all go together with Baba to the soul world. But then Baba became Avyakt and Avyakt Bap Dada's role started. Then Baba reminded us that, see, children, Baba used to tell you, in Sakar Murlis it comes, that how Brahma Baba's perfect form is in the subtle regions. Because Gulzar Dadi was the first soul to see angelic Bap Dada in the subtle regions. The first soul to get the first vision of angelic regions. And then Baba revealed that Baba is with Shiv Baba now, and Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba in the angelic form will accelerate the speed of service, and Baba's service will happen at bird speed, which is now up to now happening only at ant speed. So this was a new revelation again of Bap Dada working in the angelic form, touching souls, inspiring souls. And we have seen that how after Baba became Avyakt, Baba's service grew like anything, which was nearly negligible compared to what it was, what it is now than what it was at that time, negligible. Hardly new centers would be opening, there would be hardly any Brahmins. But after Baba became Avyakt, there was a big boost in service. So how did all that happen? Because Avyakt Bap Dada's part began of touching the souls and bringing them to Baba. Baba used to tell about how you children will go abroad, you children will do this, children will do that, and centers will open, and that will happen, and that will happen. The children used to wonder, how will all this happen? At this moment, nothing is happening. There will be a queue from Mount Abu to Abu Road, and this and that, and people, children used to wonder, Baba is only imagining maybe. But then, later on, we saw it happening. How Baba touched souls and brought all the double foreigners. It's not a small thing. Then Baba would also say in Sakar that double foreigners will awaken the Kumbhakarnas of Bharat. They will give the Gyan to Bharat, people of Bharat, and tell them that you are not realizing the value of the spirituality in Bharat, which we have realized though we are living abroad. And now we are seeing how it's happening. And now the Dadi has become Avyakt. It's very interesting to see how Dadiji is working through the Avyakt form. Actually, Dadiji had told Bap Dada that Baba, if you call me, I'm ready to come. I'm ready to leave the body. But Baba, please don't send me in the advance party. That's what she had told Baba. This is my wish, Baba. Baba, please don't send me in the advance party. I'm ready to come. But keep me with you Just like Brahma Baba's soul is with Shiv Baba in the subtle regions. So keep me also with you and let me serve with you in the subtle regions only. Don't give me a birth again. At that time Baba only smiled, when she told this to Baba. Because that's only Brahma Baba's role of not taking birth again. It's of no other soul's role to not take birth again. But then Dadiji's role is different from Mama's role, from Didiji's role, from the role of many other seniors who are in the advanced party. Because Dadiji did have a special role even in the yajna. She used to hold meetings and encourage everybody to do service, to do more and more service. Even when she was in, these last 4-5 years, how many mega programs happened all over India. It was all under Dadiji's guidance and encouragement. Hold a mega program, 100,000 should come, this should happen, that should happen, do this service, that service, and this brought a boost in the children and they did the service. So her soul has that speciality of encouraging souls, of guiding souls, of giving advice to people. She had already got that gift from Bap Dada. So even now in the birth which she has taken, she will be doing that service, and Baba told her that she has a special role. She can come and go to subtle regions whenever she wants. It's open for her. So that's her role. And hold meetings, invite the other souls of the advanced party. I don't know how they are doing it, but they are doing it. I don't know, I heard yesterday also there was a lovely message, no? Yes, I haven't heard it completely, but then it's there. And so her role is different, and really how Baba is doing service at this time. The souls at this moment are so much thirsty. I went to Varanasi, I was there for 4-5 days. People earlier never wanted to hear a word because they thought they know Shiva. They are devotees of Shiva. They are very learned. They are big scholars. There's a very big Hindu university in Banaras, in Varanasi. So many thousands of students study there. And there's a Sanskrit university, many, a lot, very much, that Varanasi is famous for education. And but now the people there really feel that the spirituality they are talking about is not there in them. It's all just the physical, external paraphernalia. The truth is disappearing. And therefore Baba says, you children have to give the truth to them. And openly we said, Shiv Baba has come, Shiva has come. For the past 72 years, God is doing His work of world transformation. And we will be celebrating the 72nd Shiv Ratri, Shiv Jayanti, the birth of Shiva on this earth. Varanasi is the place where Brahma Baba got his first visions of destruction and establishment. So the people there, Baba's children there, have that intoxication. That establishment started there, destruction will also start there. That's what they think. Because that place is very special. Any devotee of Shiva who dies, leaves the body, his aim always is to see that the cremation of that body takes place in Varanasi. So many dead bodies, every time, every moment you see a dead body is being taken, a dead body, from all over India, they bring dead bodies to Varanasi and they cremate on the bank of the river Ganges there. Varanasi is famous for that. And it is called Mukti Vahini, the place of liberation. From the place where Shiva gave liberation to all souls. So Baba's children there are very proud that Baba's work of establishment began there, and therefore destruction will also begin there. But then we know, of course, it will be all over. But now the task of the end of God's work ending is really begun. And the revelation is happening. More and more people are really thirsty for Baba's Gyan, and we have to be ready to reveal to the world that how God comes and is establishing the golden aged world, the heavenly world, the new world of Satyug, and we can become the residents of that world if we become pure. Before we used to be afraid, to tell people about purity. But now we tell it openly. And people are accepting it. They are beginning to realize the importance of purity. Because time has come. Really, it's come. We cannot hide anything anymore. That's why Dadi Janki very often says, give this Gyan openly to all. Other courses, this course, that course, it's fine. But then without the knowledge of soul and Supreme Soul, any other thing we explain, any other course we give, will not be really that much helpful. Even the course on values will not be helpful, because who imbibes the values? Who is the bestower of values? If that is not explained, where is the basis of values? Values basis is soul and Supreme Soul. So this knowledge has to be given to all, and after that the revelation has to be done that God is doing His work of world transformation. So we can openly say it now, and people will not mind it, because this is the right time. But we as Baba's children are very fortunate indeed to have known the Father, to have known how His work is going on, to have not just known and recognized, but then we are receiving all His blessings and making efforts to become like Him, preparing ourselves to return home with Baba, of surrendering ourselves to God. What other fortune could there be than this? So therefore Baba says, keep singing the praise of your fortune. Keep showering God's love upon you. Keep experiencing the sustenance and the power coming from God through God's versions, and imbibe them and make them part of you instantly. We don't have to doubt anymore. There's no need, because time is running out. Time is so short. Baba said the other day in the Murli, should you be waiting for time, or should time be waiting for you? Who should be waiting for whom? Not that we should be waiting for time, because time is our creation. Time should wait for us. Time should wait for us in the sense that time is ready. We have to be ready first, therefore it's waiting for us. Not we have to wait for time that yes, when the time will come, then I will become ready. It's already ready. Time is ready. Nature is ready. Matter is ready. Advanced path is ready. So all of them are ready. Are we ready? If we are not, and if Baba opens the curtains, then what will happen? We aren't ready yet. And therefore, on this day, today's day, which is a very, very special day, it's not just Baba's spiritual birthday, but our spiritual birthday too. It will be like a new life for us, when we will make some promises to Baba and go back totally, totally transformed. No more the old self, no more the old Maya coming to us, no more the obstacles coming to us. One Baba and none other. So are all ready for this great change? Are all of you ready? Yes? If you are really ready, raise your hand. Yes. I'm sure something special will happen today, and Baba will give us a very special Murli, which will be so powerful. And if we really imbibe that Murli within us, even one Murli is enough to make us perfect. Om Shanti.